The big man, Andre Washington, had an amazing game last time out against Stetson. 21 points, 16 boards, and 6 blocks. He was a major factor on the basketball court. Yes, he's 7'1", but he showed that he can play 7'1". A lot of big guys don't play that effectively. Coach Lebo told us many times, it's the first time in his career he's been counted upon to be a factor and to be the go-to guy inside. When he was at Wake Forest, he played a few minutes, maybe didn't even play at all in the game, and was definitely not counted upon. You can see he's so effective and he's so efficient when he does play in a basketball court. He hopes that continues.
His career high at Wake Forest was 8. He scored 21 on Sunday. As a coach, what do you take away from performances like that?
You hope it continues. You can't count on it to continue. So you look at it like, what can my guys take away from the other team to be effective? For Coach Samuels, you got to be weak side aware. East Carolina is so good at driving the basketball with B.J. Tyson and company that if the weak side's not aware, it's uncontested layups. And we just saw Andre Washington be so good inside, you got to bother the block. You got to put 1.5 guys on him and try to dig it out of his hands. Because if you don't, he's so big, he's going to be very effective against anybody that the Rattlers have. On the other side, for Coach Lebo, East Carolina's got to get back and flare. The Rattlers want to fly down the floor and get transition threes. They hunt the 3-ball. If you get back in transition and don't get out to the 3-point line, they're going to kill you. And because of the transition game of the Rattlers, there's going to be mismatches. You got to deal with it if you're East Carolina, and you got to talk and make sure you know who you're guarding. Maybe it's a mismatch, but guard somebody in transition.
Shot clock's at 2. Tyson realizes it. Rebound battle won by Barkley.
He's just a fighter on both ends. You know, a lot of people say play hard. I disagree. You got to play harder than the guy you're playing against. He does that every night he's out there. He's only a sophomore.
And a guy named Kentrell Barkley making everything happen.
You know, it's interesting, Evan. I remember when we came in for the first game of the year here, Coach Lebo told us, you know, Kentrell had such a good year last year. I hope he doesn't feel entitled. I hope he's going to keep with this effort. Well, boy, so far this season, he has kept with the effort. Scoring, rebounding, passing, and my favorite word, stick-to-itiveness. He just hangs in there and makes things happen for his basketball team, and that's contagious when you play that hard. It was that way last year. So far, it's that way this year.
Leads it 19-8. Chance for a 3-point play for the Rattlers, but check out this bucket from Jeremy Shepard.
Jeremy Shepard might not have been a North Carolina fan when he grew up, but see what he just did right there? He pointed to the passer. That all started with Dean Smith, of course, who Coach Lebo played for. Acknowledge the guy that passed you the basketball. Everybody in college basketball, everybody in the NBA, and even high school does it. Dean Smith started it.
You ever meet Dean Smith?
Yes. Our Citadel teams played against him many times and met him about 2 minutes after he got beat in the Final Four in Philadelphia without all the media stuff. And he walked up. It was in the Flyers Lounge because Coach Kremens was good friends with Bob Butera, the president of the Philadelphia Flyers. Dean Smith walked up. He knew Coach Kremens because he coached against him and Coach Kremens played. Sure. He walked up and he said, Dean Smith. I'm like, Coach, I know who you are. Nice to meet you. And I introduced myself.
Welcome back to Minji's Coliseum, everybody. 46-21. The Pirates in control at the half against Florida A&M. Hope you're getting ready to have a great holiday week. Evan Leffler with Nate Ross. Thanks for joining us tonight. And that first half wasn't necessarily about Florida A&M playing poorly. Was that the best half that ECU's played this year?
Yeah, the Pirates were really good. They did not let their opponent make a three-pointer. They shot 50%. They killed them on the glass. But the execution was really good. They ran when the opportunity was there. They didn't push it when it wasn't there. They turned over Florida A&M very well. And Caleb White's Caleb White. He just made shots from the outside.
And they didn't get Andre Washington involved very much. Andre's baskets were on putbacks, but it was the guards that we talked about all season long. Tyson, White, and Barkley doing what they do.
Well, those are the three scores they're going to get every night. But I liked what Andre Washington did. As you said, they didn't go to him. He created his own points, and he got rebounds. He didn't block shots, but he changed a couple of them. They need a fourth scorer to be really good in this league. They got three definite scores every night.
ECU leads Florida A&M by 25 points. Welcome back, everybody. 8 different Pirates scored in the first half, but, Nate, it was 2 guys in particular that did the heavy lifting.
Kentrell Barkley, Caleb White. They've been good all season. They're really good in this first half. Kentrell Barkley just out-efforts people. Great rebound up the floor. You can just see there's a lot of white shirts. That's 7'1". He ripped it away from Washington. He becomes the one-man fast break. And there's the guy we haven't talked about who had a great season so far, is B.J. Tyson. But Barkley just does things with an enthusiasm that most people don't. And when he puts his head down and goes to the basket, he's going all the way. Sometimes he gets fouled. When you have that kind of bull in the china shop, and then you got this young man, Caleb White, who has the smoothest stroke you'll see in college basketball, and he spots up in open places, and more importantly, the other four guys know where he is and find him. Swinging around to the side, why they don't close out on him quicker, I don't understand. But Caleb White leads everybody in the building with 14 points.